Hello students, welcome back to e-learning 10th standard mathematics chapter 4 circles. In our previous classes we have learned about secant, tangent and theorem 4.1. Do you remember what is secant? Yes students, a line intersecting a circle in two different points is called a secant. And what is a tangent? Tangent to a circle is a line that intersects the circle at one and only one point. Then theorem 4.1. Do you remember the statement of the theorem? Yes, children. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius to the point of contact. Now, in this class, today we shall learn something more interesting. Dear children, the circle, consider a point inside the circle. P is a point inside this circle. So try to draw tangents to the circle. From here, you can draw any number of lines. Now all these lines will become secant to the circle. So you cannot draw a tangent from a point inside the circle. There is no tangent to a circle passing through a point lying inside the circle. Now let us consider one more situation. In second situation, a point on the circle. So the point you can draw only one point, which is a line which is tangent to the circle. There is one and only one tangent to a circle through a point lying on the circle. Dear children, at P you can draw only one tangent. Now let us consider a third situation. Here there is a circle and there is a point P which is outside the circle. From here you can draw many lines to the circle, out of which only two lines will become tangent to the circle. Here PT1 and PT2 are the two tangents to the circle. There are exactly two tangents to a circle through a point lying outside the circle. Yes, children, remember inside the circle, a point inside the circle, there is no tangent, and a point is a point on the circle, there is only one tangent, and there is a point outside the circle. You can draw maximum two tangents. Dear children, now we shall learn a very important theorem, that is theorem 4.2 in your textbook. The statement of the theorem is here. The length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Yes, children, what is the first step to prove a theorem? You need to draw a figure. So there is circle and tangents. So draw a circle. Are you ready? Yes. Draw a circle. Then what you have to do? Draw two tangents from external point. So draw a circle and from point external point try to draw two tangents to the circle. Are you ready? Yes. If you are ready, name the parts of the circle. The circle is here. O is the center of the circle. Draw the circle. And P is the point, external point. So P is the point outside the circle. Now from here, draw PQ and PR, two tangents. What is the next step, children? Yes, children, write data. Yes, here is data. Draw PQ and PR, the two tangents drawn from an external point P to a circle O. What is the next step, children? Yes, we have to write to prove. So what you have to prove here? You have to prove the tangents are equal. Which are the tangents here? PQ and PR. Therefore, you have to write to prove PQ is equal to PR. Yes, these children, right? PQ is equal to PR. Here, children, what is the next step? If necessary, we have to do some constructions. So here we cannot prove these are equal. We have to do some construction for it. So what you have to do? Draw here, join O and P. Similarly, join O and Q and also O and R. All these constructions you have to do with a dotted line. Construction, join OP, OQ and OR. Here is the figure, children. You have joined, do all these constructions with a dotted line. What is the next step? Next step is you have to prove. Dear children, there are two triangles. Prove these two triangles are congruent. You have learned all the postulates. You can use the postulates to prove these two triangles are congruent. Now children, try to find out the sides which are equal in these two triangles. Yes, you can see OQ and OR. They are equal. Why they are equal? They are equal because they are radii of the same circle. Therefore, OQ is equal to OR. They are radius of the same circle. Now, children, you can see there is one more part in these two triangles equal. Which is that? Can you identify? Yes, we can see here OP. OP is common side for both the triangles. This triangle and also it is common side. Now you can see here, children, one more part we have to prove to apply a postulate. You can see here this angle. How much is this angle here? Angle Q and angle R? Yes, you have learned in your previous class theorem. Theorem 4, according to theorem 4.1, angle Q and angle R both are equal to 90 degree. Why? OQ is the radius and PQ is the tangent. Tangent drawn of contact is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, OQP is equal to ORP is equal to 90 degree. OQP is equal to ORP angle is equal to 90 degree. Write the reason theorem 4.1. So therefore, these two triangles OQP and ORP both are congruent. Why they are congruent? They are congruent according to RHS, right angle, hypotenuse and side postulate. Yes, children, we have proved now these two triangles, triangle OQP and ORP are congruent. When we prove the two triangles are congruent, the corresponding sides are equal. Now you can see PQ and PR, they are the corresponding sides of these two triangles. Therefore, they are equal. Therefore, PQ is equal to PR. What is the reason? Yes, children, CPCT. CPCT, what is the full form of CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Therefore, we have proved that the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Dear children, this theorem is very important and also very easy to prove. Learn this theorem, very important. You will easily score 3 marks in the examination. Dear students, now we shall solve a problem. The problem is here. From a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter and the distance from the center is 25 centimeter. Find the radius of the circle. The children, this statement problem, you have to read it and understand. So there is a circle and tangent. And length of the tangent is also given. What is the length of the tangent? Tangent is 24 centimeter. And the external point Q is 25 centimeter away from the center of the circle. Now children, you have to visualize the figure for it and try to draw the figure. When you draw the figure, you can solve the problem easily. Yes, I hope your drawing is ready. Yes, children. This is the drawing. Draw a circle and mark a point Q outside the circle. From Q, draw a tangent PQ and join one Q. Join PQ also. Now this is your figure. Now mark the given data here. Now length of the tangent to the circle is 24 centimeter. Now therefore PQ is the tangent here. Now mark it as 24 centimeter. Now then the second data given is the distance from the center is 25 centimeter. Now you know this is the center of the circle and this is the point outside the circle. The distance from center to the point outside is given, it is 25 centimeter. Now what is to be found? Find the radius of the circle. Now you can see when you join these to P and Q, this becomes radius. You have to find the radius. I have put a question mark here. Dear children, in this figure, you have to find the length PQ. That becomes the solution to the problem. Dear children, you can see here is a triangle. What type of triangle is this? Yes, remember the property, theorem number 1. Yes, tangent and the radius of the point of contact are always perpendicular. Therefore, here this angle is 90 degree. So what type of triangle is this? Yes, this is a right angle triangle. So dear children, you are very familiar with the right angle triangle property. Which theorem is more famous here? You are familiar with the theorem, Pythagoras theorem. Whenever there is right angle triangle, you can apply Pythagoras theorem. When you apply Pythagoras theorem to these two sides are given, you can easily find out the third side by using the Pythagoras theorem. Hope you understood how to write this. Now apply Pythagoras theorem here. Yes, this is hypotenuse is QR, OQ. So OQ square is equal to, yes children, right? PQ square plus PO square. Now substitute the values. You can easily find out. Yes. Yes, children, in the triangle OPQ, angle P is equal to 90 degree, right? So OQ square, OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square. This is according to Pythagoras theorem. You are familiar with. Dear children, try to write the application, the Pythagoras theorem properly to all the right angle triangles. Now you need to find out PO. So OP square is equal to OQ square minus PQ square. Now bring this to, when you turn the equation, it becomes OP square plus PQ square and OQ square on the right hand side. So take this to right hand side, that becomes minus here. After conversion, substitute the values. That is OP square is equal to OQ. Here OQ is 25. 25 square minus PQ. What is value of PQ? PQ is 24. 24 square. Now simplification part. 25 square, you'll get 625. So 24 square multiply 24 into 24, you will get 576. And there is minus, you have to subtract and subtract 9. What is square root of 49? 7 sevens are 49. Therefore, square root of 47 is 49 is 7. So therefore, OP is 7 centimeter. OP is exactly the radius of the circle. Now you have found radius of the circle as 7 centimeter. Dear children, now we shall take one more problem to solve. Here is the problem. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Dear children, do you know the meaning of concentric circles? Yes. Concentric circle means circles having the same center. Now there are two circles of different radii, 3 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Dear children, for this you write a diagram. Try to write a diagram having the same center. First you write 3 centimeter, a circle. Now with a 5 centimeter, you need not measure exactly. You can write two circles, concentric circles. Now complete the figure. Find the length of the chord. You know the meaning of chord. Yes, joining the 2 points on the circumference. So find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. So draw a chord to the larger circle. Which is the larger circle here? 5 centimeters. That is the larger circle. So draw a chord to the larger circle so that it touches the smaller circle. I hope your figure is ready. Yes, children, the figure is here. So draw a circle, a bigger circle, a smaller circle, and draw chord AB. AB is a chord which touches the smaller circle. It has touched here. Now join, AB is the chord, join OP, OA and OB. Dear children, now AB is a chord to the bigger circle, but it is a tangent to the smaller circle. You can see here it touches at only one point. At the point of contact, you call this point of contact as P. Join O and P. Now you have to find out length of AB. Dear children, you can see here two right angle triangles. Triangle OPB and OPA. This angle at P is right angle. You know the theorem number 1. This is the radii and this is the tangent. Tangent at the point and the radius at the point of contact are always perpendicular to each other. Use theorem number 4.1. Then now this is right angle here 90 degree. So here using Pythagoras theorem in the triangle OPB, you can find, OB and OP. OB is the radius of the bigger triangle. OP is the radius of the smaller triangle. What is OB? OB is 5 centimeter. What is OP? OP is 3 centimeter. Can you find using Pythagoras theorem PB? Yes, children. After finding PB, you can double it to find out AB. You can take here any one triangle, either triangle APO or OPA or OPB, and find out AP or PB. Then you double it, you will get the length of the chord AB. Dear children, I have explained it and I have written here. AB is the chord of the circle of radius 5 centimeter. It touches the circle of radius 3 centimeter at P. So when you write a drawing, you write the explanation to the drawing. Now you know OP is perpendicular to AB. OP is perpendicular to AB. Why, children? Is according to theorem 1. What is OP? OP is radius. What is AB? AB is tangent. Therefore, it is perpendicular. So, triangle OPA, angle OPA is equal to 90 degree. So, already I have explained that in triangle OAP, by Pythagoras theorem, OA square is equal to AP square plus OP square. I have taken OAP, this side, left side triangle. So right angle triangle, OA square, OA is hypotenuse, hypotenuse square is equal to AP square and OP square, the other two sides of the right angle triangle. Substitute the value of OA. What is OA? OA is 5 square, and AP square, right, as it we need to find, and OP square, OP is 3 centimeter 3 square. Therefore, 25, 5 square is 25 is equal to AP square, right as it is, and this 3 square write it as 9. So therefore AP square is equal to 25 minus 9. So what is the value of 25 minus 9? So that is 16. AP square is 16. We need only AP. You know how to find the square root of 16. You know the value of 16 is 4. 4 fours are 16. Therefore square root of 16 is 4. Now you got the value of AP. AP is equal to 4 centimeters. Now what is AB? AB is nothing but AP into 2. So 2 into AP is equal to 2 into 4 is equal to 8 centimeter. Now children, you got the value of AB. AB is the chord to the bigger circle. Therefore, the length of the chord is 8 centimeter. Yes, children, I hope you have understood how to solve this problem. Dear children, we shall stop today here. Note down assignments. Exercise 4.2. Try to solve the problems. Problem number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In my next class, we will solve the remaining problems. Thank you very much.